putting it back, and actually filming themselves doing it with all of their social media handles included on said social media post.
What?
Yeah.
What is wrong with them?
So in the video, you can literally see them in the grocery store laughing, kikiing, having a good old time. They go to the ice cream aisle, pull out some ice cream, open it up, and they both lick it and put it back. And like,
I hate
someone's gonna
people,
buy
man.
this.
I really hate people.
I hate people too because it's just like clearly you're doing this. It was a little TikTok trend that was going on back in 2019.
That
I
shit
don't
not
know
funny.
why they're still doing it in May of 2023. But baby, people on TikTok have reported these people to the local police department and they are being investigated.
I hope they get locked up.
You're going to jail.
Yeah,
Can this be
man.
considered stealing if you open this stuff up in the store and licking it?
I don't know. It's something. I don't know about stealing, but
That's a good question.
it's something.
It's way too early for that. So listen, next time you go to the grocery
Obstruction of property or
store,
something like that, right?
it gotta be vandalism.
Yeah.
Anything. But next time you go to the grocery store, if you plan on getting ice cream,
Bitch,
just
what
make
store
sure
was
that
it?
it has not been opened
Yeah.
before. Okay.
Check the sale, please.
Okay, and I definitely
What
did it
store
wrong.
was
For
it?
some reason,
Where the
it's
fuck was it
always
in? See, we don't never get enough information from these fools on the
Coming
radio.
at the top of the hour, we got that Swift mix.
Yes, sir.
No, fuck that.
The Swift Mix is coming up.
Well, y'all never give us enough information. These people going to jail for going to the store looking ice cream. Okay, what store was it? Okay, where was this at? Where is their location?
SafariBaltimore.com.
Right, make it make sense. You was that?
For a new or used car of their choice with no money down.
Yeah.
No acquisition cost.
Man.
No funny business. No waste time at any other dealership. Come straight to Mitsubishi.
What's going on, you guys? And we're back again with another one. Okay, and another one. And another one.
Improve your future.
We got another one. And another one.
Neighborland come out to Oriole Park at Camden Yards on May 20th.
Y'all know I ain't got no chills in the morning.
And cheer on the Orioles when they take on the Texas Rangers. And one of the first 20,000 fans, 50
Yo.
receiver Ryan.
So y'all know it's a controversy going on, social media and shit, okay? Because if y'all didn't watch the fight, bitch, I did. If y'all didn't watch the fight, I did. And I got something to say. Any, mini, miny, mo, which way daughter wanna go? Okay.
Reunion.
Signed up with Ox Car Care for their extended service plan. Ox will cover our repair bills if anything happens.
Did anybody watch the Devin Haney and the Lomachenko fight? Cause I got questions. I need to see something. I need to see something, cause bitch, listen. I am so upset with the world, cause they got this thing where because we black, bitch, we supposed to rock with Devin Haney, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Now y'all know I be over in the boxing community on YouTube, right? And you have so many people like, it's all about racism. What? So I'm racist. And then Nelly racist and Boosie racist, and you got all these black people talking about Devin lost the fight, but we racist to our own kind, bitch. I watched the whole entire pay-per-view. I mean, listen, I didn't watch the whole pay-per-view. I think I got back in the house after about probably like at the end of the first fight. I told you I had somewhere to go. But, bitch, that motherfucking Devin Haney fight, I said this some bullshit. And listen, if y'all go back and rewind that fight back, okay, bitch, the commentators even said Lomachenko won. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand what had happened. And I can say this, the first 2-3 rounds, I would say the first 4 rounds. The first 4 rounds, Devin got it. Matter of fact, no. Hold up, y'all. Cause my phone falling. Y'all know how I am with my phone. We gonna lift y'all up right there. Alright. The first 4 rounds, they was some weak shit, right? And again, body shots count, right? So number one, them motherfucking hits that Devin was swinging, them bitches don't fucking hurt. Them bitches was not hurt. Them bitches wasn't doing shit. Okay. Now that's number one. Number two, I gave Devin the first 4 rounds for honestly, I gave him the first 4 rounds. Lomachenko had number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and then number 12 went to Devin. I don't understand. I don't know what happened. I think a lot of us don't know what happened with that fight. So Devin was popping. Devin, his shots went towards Lomo body. Lomo shots was all face shots, basically. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, he was fucking Devin up. He was rocking Devin shit. I ain't gonna hold y'all. And I was like, what the fuck? Lomo beating his shit in. And again, y'all know I'm over in the boxing community, so I'm listening to a lot of people videos and shit. And I ain't gonna lie, yo, ain't no fucking way in the world you can sit here and tell me that fight that Devin gave Lomo, he's ready for Tank. Ain't no way. He ain't ready for Shakur. I'm gonna tell you, he ain't ready for that. He ain't gonna be able to get in the ring like that. He not. Then as I'm watching Devin, right, when they did the after show, I felt Lomo pain too, y'all, by the way. When he cried and he broke down, I felt his pain. Because they cheated that man. At least they could have gave that man a draw. But you got a lot of motherfuckers that feel like if you don't knock the champ out, you lost. Bullshit. Because believe it or not, y'all, let me be honest. If Tank and Ron Garcia fight, if Tank didn't knock Ryan out, Tank would have lost that fight. He sure would have. Due to the motherfucking them judges, Tank would have definitely lost that motherfucking fight. Most definitely. But I kinda if anybody peep game on Devin, yo, Devin don't like boxing, yo. I'ma tell you. And I'ma be honest. Y'all know why people win the fights? I'ma tell you why Tank win his fights. Number one, Tank, how am I say this? Tank, studying Tank, because I like to study people. Yes, I do. First and foremost, Tank motherfucking life path number is a 5, okay? Number 2, Tank, he loves the sport of boxing. People that like the sport, they're going to have fun in the ring. Tank has a lot of fun in the ring. Tank is more at ease in the ring. Devin, he's too serious with it, if I would like to say that. Yeah. Devin too serious, right? Devin is only boxing because Devin father made him box. Okay? Devin father couldn't box. You know, so Devin father is living through him. That's why Devin father always got his fucking mouth open. You know, it's weird. But I am going to tell y'all is, y'all not going to see Tank and Devin fight. Not in no 130. Not in no 135. You're not going to see Devin and Tank fight. You're not even going to see Shakur and Devin fight. Because Devin is definitely going to haul ass from them ass whoopings. He's about to move up in weight. He going to move up in weight. He sure is. He going to move up in weight. But it ain't no way in the world. Everybody's seen the same shit. We all literally seen the same fight. And everybody's saying they cheated Lomo. You get what I'm saying? It could have been at least a fucking draw. And they just gave it to Devin. Like, bro, no cat, they cheated my man. That ain't no bullshit. They cheated him. In other news, y'all, cause all we can do is wait and see what they gonna do. Lomo team, his team said they're gonna appeal it. They might lose, but even the promoter said that Lomo won. Like, all I'ma say is Shakur and Tank, if y'all motherfuckers gonna fight, if y'all gonna fight, you know, Devin, the most I can say is y'all need to appeal for different judges. And please don't fight in his city. Because niggas cracked Devin Haney father with a bottle. Niggas cracked his ass on his way out the motherfucking arena, bro. They booed the fuck out of Devin as well. Like, how do your hometown boo the fuck out you? And then crack your father with a bottle? Like, bro, I'm dead. I was like, what kind of bullshit is this? Who the fuck? So, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. Like, and then y'all know at the end of the, like at the very end, I would say like the last 3 rounds, 10, 11, and 12, there was a lot of bets that came in that night for Lomo to win. There was a lot of bets. So people saying like most of it was like Devin won off the strength of if he would have lost, they would have took a bigger loss. And in my mind, I'm like, even though they said Devin won, I personally feel like you can see where this is going at. And what I see is Devin ain't gonna get a lot of fights after this. Devin not gonna get a lot of fights, like, at all. Because in people's mindset, y'all cheating. Not only that, the boxing world, a lot of people's mindsets was more so, you know, boxing and the UFC. Boxing and UFC was the last 2 sports out here that people felt like was still real. And boxing just literally just shitted all over the fans, my nigga. Like, they just clearly showed that boxing ain't nothing but another fucking wrestling. I swear to God. And I was like, damn, yo. Like, they done fucked y'all up. They done fucked y'all up. That shit killed a lot of fans Saturday night. And I was like, damn, yo. Like, well, see how that goes. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, Tank fight kind of made me feel that way, too. Because, like, bro, Ryan should have never been in that motherfucking ring, number one. Ryan should have never been in that ring. And the thing I can say about Tank is the fact that Tank got a good heart and that Tank actually knows what's real and what's fake. Like, Tank ain't fucked that boy up the way he wanted to fuck that boy up because he knew that Ryan didn't belong in the ring. That was like a money grab for real. At the same time, Tank knew Ryan wasn't nothing but a fucking fan. That's all Tank. That's what the fuck Ryan was. Ryan wasn't nothing but a damn fan to that boy. And, you know, all the running of the mouth and all that, you know. But it was cute. They was giving what should have been, you know. But chill. Now we gotta look at UFC and see what's gonna go on with UFC. Because, bitch, if they fuck UFC up, then what we gonna do? Then what we gonna do with UFC? And we only thought UFC and boxing was real because the fuck niggas was getting their shit beat in. Literally getting their shit beat the fuck in. Do you understand me? Because I wish a nigga would beat my shit in like that. I ain't going. Like, literally, I'm not going. Like, you're not gonna beat my shit in. And nor am I gonna sign a fucking contract to get my shit beat in. I'm sorry. Like, we're not gonna do that. I'm not signing no contract to get my shit beat in. Sorry. Nope. I'm not gonna beat my shit in. I'm not gonna sign a contract to be like, at the end of the day, he still won't win, but you just gotta play this shit off. No. The fuck do I look like? Then, on top of that, y'all, let me tell you, Baltimore, bitch. Baltimore got a lot of southpaws coming out of Baltimore. We got a lot of southpaws. Baltimore getting put on the map, y'all. Y'all better watch out. Baltimore coming out. Baltimore showing up and showing out. They showing up and showing out. Baltimore is definitely, because we got another young boy. that train with Tank, and he is Southpaw as well. I seen one of his first fights. He still got some tweaking to do, you feel me? But be honest. But we gonna see what happens with this Devin Haney shit, cause that fight was some trash. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was mad as shit about that. Like, what is this? Who the fuck?
Yeah, man. Yes, indeed.
But we'll see what happens.
Welcome back to Boy Next Door. Thank you, sir.
In other news, y'all, Saturday, because I told y'all Saturday, I had a whole lot to do Saturday, y'all. I was racing and running, y'all said Saturday, it ain't made no sense. So let me tell y'all, I wanted to kind of record the youth talent show, but chill, that shit was unprofessional as fuck. Do you understand me? I'm talking fucking unorganized as shit. Do you understand me? I went to the youth talent show, right? And the girl Tay Bands, I met her, right? And bro, I'ma say this. Baltimore, when y'all doing these youth talent shows, I know y'all doing it for like the children out here, you know, but try to find like a community center. Please do not have these fucking talent shows at no motherfucking elementary school, middle school. Please do not have them at no schools at all. Okay? Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, I can tell y'all right fucking now, they fucked that talent show up. Do y'all hear me? I was so disgusted. I was disappointed. I was just like, wow, like, what the fuck? Now, mind y'all, normally, because they did have it at Sydney School, right? They had it at school, and it was like different. It wasn't a talent. It wasn't a talent showcase for their school. It was a showcase for just the whole entire Baltimore City. And don't get me wrong, it's a lot of, when I tell y'all it's a lot of talent here, there's a lot of young talented people here. You had a white boy, bro, and he in high school. I forgot what school he went to. I think he went to Mervo or something. But bro, he is so fucking talented, bro. And his rap game is on motherfucking point. That rapping that white boy was doing, you would have thought he was Eminem. He don't sound like Eminem, but his bars, boy, was he out of this world. Okay. And then you had this female who as well, high schooler, and she write her own music, and not only did she write her own music, but she sing and she rap, and she was so fucking good, right? You had this little girl, I think she was like 12, 13 years old, and she do lyrical, I don't know if it's called lyrical dancing. I don't know. I kind of really don't know what they call it. But you know how them people that dance to music like excuse me, like church music or like gospel music or whatever, she do that. And when I tell you, you really don't see too much of that, I felt like that was like one of the best performances they had at the youth show. Then you had a group of young artists who was DJs. And bitch, these motherfucking artists, these young, listen, I'm telling y'all, we got a lot of talent in Baltimore. And these young, listen, bitch, I ain't never seen a motherfucking 8-year-old cutting no motherfucking DJ. Okay? He was cutting the shit out this music. So you had like, and then it was a lot of females who also wanted to be DJs. So they was cutting music too. And I was just like, oh, this is dope. This is really, really dope. Right? As time go on, now this showcase started about 6 o'clock, 6:30, right? I would say about 8 o'clock, the whole entire energy of the showcase, it changed. I'm talking, it changed. One thing I can say was I don't like for youth talent shows to be at schools, because 9 times out of 10, the school that you have it at, you're gonna have majority of like the students from that school there, and these niggas ain't got no talent. Do you understand me? They just there to be there. They're fucking shit up. You got motherfucking 5th graders, the 8th graders racing and running like they 4 years old. Didn't like that shit. The little boy that I told y'all about, Kawan, his little ass like the loudest nigga inside of the motherfucking building. I literally, because you had a lot of adults looking in the back of, like, their cafeteria is their auditorium. I'm just gonna say that. So I had to get up and I had to go in the back of the motherfucking cafeteria and tell his little ass to shut his mouth, because, bro, you too loud. It's embarrassing, number one, that you don't have no respect for everybody else who has talent that is coming here to show their talent. I'm like, all the mouth that you got, bro, you need to get up on the stage. You back here making jokes. Get your ass up on stage and crack some damn jokes then. Okay? Use that energy for something. Use the energy for something. You're not giving me nothing but a bunch of noise back here. You get what I'm saying? And it was making me mad. I say about 8:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, these children was they was doing too much, y'all. And I personally felt like those who put the showcase together, they should have had it more organized where people wasn't running in and out the building. They should have had it organized where the back door of the school should have been locked. Okay? The front door should have been open, but the back door should have been locked. Alright? I personally feel like, they should have had more men there for as like security, because it was mainly women. I feel like if this is a youth talent show, y'all could have had at least like at least one Baltimore City police officer there, right? Y'all didn't have that neither. So I think it started raining about 8 o'clock, and these students ended up going outside, and they ended up going out the front door first, and then that's ridiculous. That's why I don't like going behind trucks. But I would say about 8:30, these students, they ended up, first of all, I think they was eating at first, because they did get food. They did feed niggas, you get what I'm saying? But around that time, something transpired, right? And within that time, I'm trying to turn my camera. I'm sorry. Why my camera won't turn? So around that time, I would say around that time, you could feel that something happened. You can feel something going on, because then you started seeing groups and little groups. At first, all these kids, they was in the middle of the floor, they was dancing, they was having a ball. And then out of nowhere, something it shifted. The whole entire energy of the room shifted. I'm paying attention, but I don't think everybody else is paying attention. So, it got to the point where these children, they started running out the front door, and the next thing you know, you see the children come back into school, go across the hall, and they run out the back door. Now, there was a man. Nobody knew. This is why I said it was unorganized, unprofessional, and fucked up. Because there was a man who actually he was there. And we really I don't know him. None of the students in the building knew this man. The people in the showcase that did the showcase knew this man, right? And none of the parents knew this man. Like, we don't know where this man came from, y'all, at all. Like, he just popped up. He never spoke to nobody. You get what I'm saying? He never said nothing to nobody. But what he did was he came in, he sat down in the same bleachers as I was in the same row that I was in. And I'm talking to, because Dominique was with me, and Sydney, he was supposed to perform. And I say, hey, Sydney, Dominique, come here. And I'm like, yo, y'all know who this nigga is? I'm not loud, but I'm whispering, because I keep my eyes, and there's a lot of little kids running around. Okay? So, my kids like, no, we don't know him. I'm like, y'all don't know where he came from? They like, no. All right. So I turn around and I ask one of the row behind me. I'm asking like, y'all know who this man is? They like, no. I'm like, is he part of the showcase? They like, no. I'm like, oh, why? I go ask Tay Bands like, oh, y'all need to figure out who this dude is. Like, he very suspicious to me because his name, I don't think his name, when you ask for everybody that performed to come to the stage, he didn't get up, right? Nobody in here know him. The parents don't know him. The children don't know him. None of that. So y'all need to figure out who this guy is, because there's a lot of children running around. So she go to the stage and she tells somebody to keep their eye on him, right? And when the fight broke out, this is what kind of threw me off with the dude. Was the whole entire time he's not talking to nobody. He's not saying anything, right? But when the fight broke out and you see all the kids rip racing and running, he moves, he gets up, right? And in your mind, when a man get up, you would think that they gonna go break the fight up or, you know, go see what's going on, but he didn't do that at all. What he did was he got up, he walked out of the cafeteria / auditorium, and it's a hallway. So what he did was he walked to the hallway and he stood in between the cafeteria and the hallway. And you can see all the parents and everybody like, what the fuck is going on? Like, everybody's just, what's going on? What's going on? Sydney, he stayed on the stage looking at me, and the dude is like, he never says nothing. He just give like fighting motions and goes like this, and he was like, but never says nothing, right? So next thing you know, like, this little girl mother comes in, and you see, like, bro, I am like, so Sydney comes off the stage, Sydney come to me, and Sydney like, Mom, you good? I'm like, yeah, but I'm just trying to keep my eye on this man right here, you feel me? So Dominique was like, who fighting? And Sydney was like, I don't know, I ain't go out there. And I was like, as you should. Like, you're not supposed to follow the crowd. The crowd's supposed to stay fucking still. You supposed to stay still. You know what I'm saying? All them kids out there, that means they ain't got no mind of their own. They followers, right? So the woman behind me, she was listening to me, right? And when I tell you, it kind of, I don't know if it rubbed her off the wrong way, but you could tell something in her snapped, because her daughter was one of the ones that ran out there. Oh, bitch, her daughter was one that ran with the crowd, okay? And when her daughter came in, her daughter was extra hype. And her daughter was like, she asked her daughter, like, yeah, what's going on? And she was like, oh, they was out there fighting. And I mean, no, they was fighting. And she was like, because somebody put their hands on her brother, and if somebody put their hands on my brother, I'm gonna be out there fighting too. So the mother was like, no, we gotta fucking go, because you out there, and you know what, we'll talk about that later. Like, she didn't want to say basically what I said to my son, to her daughter in front of me. Like, bitch, yeah, you supposed to let your child know, like, you don't follow the crowd. Your daughter fucking follow her. Like, at the end of the fucking day, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Now, my thing is this. Do I think Dominique and Sydney would have ran their ass out there if I wasn't there? Absolutely. But, bitch, I'm there. So, y'all know not to move. You knew better. And if you knew better, you do better. Okay? So, there was another little girl that ran in. And when she ran in, technically, her mother told her, because her mother left her at the showcase, right? And, I guess her mother walked to the house, or her mother went some fucking way. I don't know. Maybe she wanted to smoke a cigarette or something. But, her mother had told her not to leave out the building while she was gone, right? Don't step foot out this motherfucker. So when the fight was going on, the mother popped back up and the daughter ran back in the building. When the daughter ran back in the building, the mother was right behind her, but the daughter didn't know that her mother was right behind her. And her mother snatched her ass up so fucking fast and was like, you don't fucking belong out here. What the fuck did I tell you? Didn't the fuck I tell you not to get your ass chill? It was a fucking hot ass, a hot mess. It was a hot mess. And, you know, the fucked up part about it, what made me mad with the little boy Kawan was the whole time them little girls was outside fighting, Kawan was in the building. When he heard that they were fighting, I think he already knew they was fighting, he just didn't move. But somebody came in and told him to come outside. Mind you, the whole entire time he was in that building, ain't not one of them fucking kids run out that building. But the moment he moved, the crowd moved with him. Boy, I told my son, like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Right there, because that situation that happened with y'all Wednesday or Thursday, I literally pulled him outside of the building and spoke to him about that situation before the showcase started. And he was talking about how he know the kids follow behind him. And I was telling him, like, well, if this is what you know, you got to understand that these children are following behind you. They look up to you like a big brother, like you are the leader. So if you don't move, they don't move. And that right there just showed me, if he don't move, they don't move. When he moved, they move. I said, I am literally sitting at the table, and I'm just like, let me tell y'all, I am, like, you can see all the fucking adults looking at me in my fucking face. And I was just disappointed. I was appalled. I was in shock. I was looking at these children. And not even that, because it wasn't even the children's fault. I mean, it was. The children play a part. But the principal do too. Number one, I was like, you know, and this is how y'all react, right? Mind y'all, within the building, they was horse playing a hell of a lot. So y'all could have very well took this whole entire situation the wrong way, where your brother and this girl was horse playing, and, you know, boom, something kicked off, right? So I just was like, this shit, it's ridiculous that y'all get these opportunities and this is the shit y'all do. Not only that, now y'all done fucked up an opportunity, because 9 times out of 10, they might not even have a showcase back at this building. I blame, because you have multiple mentors at your school for young women or young adults, right, and young men. You have multiple mentors, multiple teachers who work with the students at the school. So you opened the school building for the showcase, and you didn't have no mentors, no teachers, you didn't have none of them adults there that is actually working with the youth to help you oversee the school building. The only person I've seen within that school building that actually worked at the school building was the principal. And guess where she was at? In the main office. So I'm just like, this is not adding up to me. Cindy Sidney mentor who works at the school, Uncle T, who works with the students of Baltimore City, right? He's had multiple showcases, but his showcases is more so with the he have it at a center, right? He don't have it at a school. He calls me yesterday and he asked for me. He asked for Sidney to come out with him to church, which Sidney do attend church with him. He's one that actually put Sidney under his wing. And me and him talking on the phone, you know, and he asked me how the showcase went.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Boy,
We're so sorry.
when I tell you he was mad once I broke that shit down to him, he was so upset because I'm the only one that told Uncle T about the showcase because I sent him the flyer about it. The principal never told him. It was like it was never told to the school about this showcase, but you're having a showcase at your school. That's not making sense, nor is it adding up. Uncle T was overly mad. I mean, he was disappointed with the principal because he would have had some of his friends at the showcase. He would have been able to put the showcase on the news, right? Because Uncle T works with the news stations as well. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things, a lot of doors that Uncle T could have opened up for the school in general, right? And broke out, Uncle T is like, he could have had that shit under control. The fact that nobody, not the principal, not nobody that was running this showcase, nobody went outside to break this bitch up until the police came. I mean, the police literally showed the fuck up. And it got to the point where they shut the entire showcase down. Meaning, the showcase ended about 9:30, 9 o'clock actually. And Sidney wasn't, it was so many people that weren't able to perform. Tay Bands and Sidney didn't perform because Tay Bands was the closing person. Tay Bands, she didn't perform, and Sidney was supposed to perform with her. So they didn't get their performance. There was another rapper who didn't get their performance. It was females who didn't get their performance. It was just
Center, evaluate, diagnose, and treat a wide range of digestive disorders and liver disease. We'll coordinate a team of experts partners with you to address the physical and emotional demands that come with digestive disorders. Our specialists listen to your concerns and work with you to develop a plan tailored to your needs. That's a better state of
it was so it was I was like, I'm not sorry, I'm gonna say they recently find out that Uncle T has a boxing center to himself, right? He created a boxing center for the students, right? So I was going to, I'm gonna have a conversation with Uncle T. I'm gonna meet up with him, and I'm gonna try to put something together for the boys. Because what people don't realize is alpha mentality, right? Of can't no man tell them what to do because you're not my father. But when it comes down to females, they don't have that mentality about you can't tell me what to do because you're not my mother. They do not have that. Little boys actually gravitate towards women than men. And I've realized that. I feel like my face. All this shit. That's that shea butter, honey. That's that shea butter. Don't knock my shea butter down.
We deserve Xfinity.
I might have started working with the they're not listening. And it's like I've noticed ever since I was younger, little kids do gravitate towards me. I don't fucking know why, but I have realized that children do gravitate towards me. So I'm gonna stick my foot in the youth a little bit, yo. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm working with. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna show y'all what we're working with, because you do have a lot of. One thing that I did notice is with certain programs out here, they got the programs where the men work with the men and the women. Y'all need to kind of, I'm not gonna say switch roles, right? But I think some women need to work with men and some men need to work with women. It's just a balance type of thing. You get what I'm saying? Some things has to be balanced, right? Because you can do with men, working with men, y'all, you got some men who feel like, yeah, I got like 4 or 5 water bottles. I ain't feeling that 4 or 5 water bottle shit. But I mean, I guess like it. I mean, I don't know. We really gotta do better, y'all. And sometimes I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I say parents really can't be. A lot of parents can't be held accountable for what their children do. Cause these children, they bad regardless, man. These motherfuckers bad regardless. Even when putting together a showcase for them, they still show the fuck off. I just be like, God damn, when y'all can get this shit together? I don't know what the fuck happened to that man though. Like that man that popped up out of nowhere, I don't know what happened to him. Listen, he was just so I don't know where he came from, yo. I don't know where he came from, my brother. I don't. In other news, y'all, we recently in Baltimore City, same day, different times. Yo, we have recently had a suicide on live. In Baltimore City, we've had damn, what the fuck was his name? Something Chucky. But we've had a suicide. He killed himself, and the police tried to stop it, but he had blocked himself off. Yes, he blocked himself off. They had the helicopters. They had SWAT team trying to stop it, and they couldn't. They had to cut a gate open to get to him. So it's crazy out here, y'all. Like people, mental it's not there. It's not. And before he committed suicide, he left a long message, and his message was thanking everybody, telling everybody he loved them, and he called some people out that did him wrong, you know. And it was just sad, bro, because he just felt like when you listen to him, he kind of felt like you know, doing the right thing or living this path, you know, he just couldn't do it no more. And he had two little boys. Shit fucked up, bro. Shit be real fucked up. He lost his friends. One of his friends actually got killed in front of him. Shit be crazy out here. But we had a suicide recently, and he was very, very popular in Baltimore. Not only that, we've also had someone who, I wouldn't say he was popular, but back then he was running with Lil Scooter, Shy Money. he got killed on Pennsylvania Avenue Saturday morning. It's wicked out here, y'all. Like it's crazy. It's real crazy. So it's wild, y'all. Like, and at the time, I didn't know that Shy Money got killed. They never mentioned who the person was, and I was on Instagram, and while I was on Instagram, I was like, damn, yo, somebody got hit on Pennsylvania Avenue. You know how you on Murder in Baltimore and shit? And he was like, damn, yo, somebody got hit on Pennsylvania Avenue. Sydney looked at it, and he was like, man, that was midnight. And I'm like, damn. But then you go in the comment section, and they're like, yo, Shy Money got killed. I'm like, what's Shy Money? I only know one Shy Money. And Tom brother actually called and was like, yeah, that Shy Money got killed. The one that was with Lil Scooter. And it's so fucked up because what a lot of people don't know is that shit with Lil Scooter and Shy Money, that little ass beef that they had, that was all for the fame. That shit wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? And what a lot of people don't know is when Lil Scooter got killed, his manager, don't y'all know what the fuck is his name? Chino, the one that run with Meek Mills. Chino, they drive the dirt bikes. His brother actually got killed not too long after Lil Scooter, but his brother, Chino brother, was actually Lil Scooter manager, right? Which was weird because the artist and the manager got killed. You get what I'm saying? The artist and the manager got killed, y'all. Like that's hella weird, right? There's a song that Meek Mills actually did, right? And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But there's a song that Meek Mills did, and he was double speaking in the song. In that song, he tells y'all that Chino sacrificed his brother. Not only that, the song that Shy Money did, beefing with Lil Scooter, dissing Lil Scooter, Try Out Me, that song actually tells you that Meek Mill had something to do with it all. But don't take my motherfucking word for it, okay? Don't take my motherfucking word for it. Go listen to the songs. Okay. Go listen to the songs. But yes, we lost Shy Money. And we lost the nigga that was running with YG Tech. So I just think that's a little weird too. Okay. Boy, it is so wicked out here, y'all. It's wicked. It's real wicked out here, y'all. And it's just so crazy because, like, bruh, y'all ain't realized, like, when we got studied better, because my G, like, 12 midnight, bro, niggas should be in the house knock the fuck out. Okay? And then I feel like on some real shit, I kind of feel like certain people from Baltimore who actually make it out the hood, y'all don't fucking belong here. Like, I always say this, like, yes, don't ever forget where you come from. When I say that, I say to stay humble. Don't feel like you better than the rest of us because you made it out. But bitch, you don't come the fuck back. I'm sorry, like, no. You make enough to get you and your family out, bro. That's good enough. You don't have to come back and look out for these niggas in the streets. That's what niggas get it fucked up at. Niggas feel like, oh, you made it out the hood, you better than a nigga, or you made it out, you don't come back and feed niggas. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to keep it real. Because I fed y'all niggas when y'all was here, when I was here. You know what I'm saying? If you left niggas behind, they supposed to stay behind. That's the point of cutting niggas off. Okay? But to feel like niggas gonna feel like you a whore, or niggas gonna look at you like you don't look out for your hood, or you better, so what? So what? So the fuck what? What's your point? Yes, I made it out the hood. No, I'm not better than y'all. But I shouldn't have to feel like I gotta take care of Baltimore City when the fuck I leave. The fuck? I shouldn't have to feel like I gotta look out for Baltimore City when I leave. I shouldn't have to feel like that. I shouldn't have to feel like that, because I personally feel like if I worked my ass off to get out of here, why the fuck y'all can't do the same? Why the fuck you want to leech? Why you want to be a crab in a barrel? Why the fuck you want me to bring you with me? The fuck? Like, come on. I remember, was it Fat Joe? Fat Joe said, was it Fat Joe or DJ Khaled? I think it was Fat Joe. He did an interview, and he said that he took all his homeboys out with him to a restaurant or some shit. And one day he came in, he said he walked away, he went in the bathroom, looked himself in the mirror, and he came back and he told everybody he fucked up. He fucked the money up. He said that, he told he was testing it. And he said he looked at all his friends and he told all his friends, like, bro, I ain't got it. I'm fucked up, blah, blah, blah. And, majority of them was like, bro, what you mean you fucked up? What you mean you, bro? And, he told his friends, like, y'all still gonna rock with me, right? Majority of them left. So he realized motherfuckers was only around him for money. They was leeching off of him. Out of 20 homeboys, only 3 of them stayed and said, bro, we don't give a fuck about that shit. We don't give a fuck about no money. We'll be here, and and it was like, he realized, like, some niggas need to be cut off. Some niggas is only leeching because you made it. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't understand that sometimes you gotta leave niggas behind. You gotta leave niggas behind. You know what I'm saying? And I personally felt like, yeah, you can do little shows in Baltimore here and there, but to come back and stay, nah, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, on some real shit, Pennsylvania Avenue, my nigga. What? Like, on some, listen, let me tell y'all some real shit. They are some glutton ass, grimy ass, snake ass niggas down there. I ain't, since on some real shit, ever since Scooter and the manager got killed, I ain't never hear about Shy Money. Shy Money name was never in the media. Shy Money name ain't never popped the fuck up out here in Baltimore. So in my mind, I'm thinking Shy Money been dead. You know what I'm saying? So to hear that Shy Money got killed on Pennsylvania Avenue, it's like, bro, what the fuck were you doing down there? You get what I'm saying? Unless, let me keep it honest, I gotta look at it from all ways. Unless the industry gave him a deal and he ain't take it. Kind of, sort of like Moose. Lil Moose, he went with Boosie. That Boosie mentioned and all that shit. But I think, Boosie feel like, Moose got some tweaks he got to do, because Moose be on that shit, okay? Moose do too much. And I ain't gonna lie, I've seen Moose a couple times over East Road or Monument Road. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't even be back here. But Moose, he got lost and shit in Baltimore. You get what I'm saying? And you know, virtual too, Moose. I'm just saying. But they could have got contracts that, you know, certain things in them contracts niggas don't want. So they back in the city. I wouldn't have came back here. I think I would have had enough money to move out of the city and not come the fuck back. Okay? Because when you leave, shit changes. You can't come back in the city like the fuck the shit stay the same. Sorry. Try again. Hot Boy Chucky, I think he was. No, he's the one that committed suicide. The other day, I think Saturday or the Friday. And he did it on Instagram Live. I actually was in head. It's like his homeboys got killed. Some of his homeboys got killed in front of him, and things like that. And Hot Boy Chucky, you know, he was expressing how, you know, he's used to the fast life, right? And again, motherfuckers don't understand that when you move from the fast life to go to a more natural route and trying to live life right and try to right your wrongs and shit. Some people are not strong enough to handle that shit, bro. They not. And some people don't understand, when you cut people off, you are lonely. When you right your wrongs and you want to live a more, you know, righteous path, as people say, or more spiritual path, and just do the right shit, you lose a lot of people in the process. And people got to be strong enough to understand that you have to be mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually within strong enough to handle that lonesomeness. You have to be. Okay? You have to know who to cut off and who not to cut off. Right? Some people cut off the wrong people. Okay? And keep the wrong people around them. It's a hard road. It's a strong road to fight. And Hot Boy Chucky, and he said it. He said that, you know, the money that he was making with cutting hair, it was good money, but it's not the money that he was used to. Okay, it wasn't the money he was used to. And the money, and you know, he could have been in the industry, because if you look at his pictures, you see Lamborghinis, you see him traveling, you see his boys, you know, decked out to the T, all that, big house, all that. So when you leave that lifestyle to come back to, I ain't gonna say a more poverty mindset, but a more poverty lifestyle, you know, niggas don't understand, like, you done fucked up. And again, some people go to their grave with certain situations and certain, you know, what you want to call it, decisions that they've made. And I'm not saying that he did it, but to come from a certain lifestyle and you end up kind of like making all this money from out of nowhere, friends getting killed, multiple of them getting killed, right? And again, within the industry, when it happened, you gotta be there to see it, right? When you sacrifice friends and shit, not saying that he did it, but when you sacrifice friends and shit, you have to be there to see the shit happen. So it's just bothersome where it is mentally fucking your mind up that you've done some shit like that, and now you're very lonely. Because to be honest, that is what the universe, I mean not the universe, that is what the industry like. The industry like for motherfuckers to be fucked up in their head, and they need you to be lonely. When you go into the industry, you just get rid of all the closest people to you. No, that he did it, but come on now. Be honest. So coming from making all this money or having all this money to actually going back to where you were, bro, that shit is hard. That shit is fucked up. That shit is not strong enough to do it, bro. And because motherfuckers think about money so much or shit is just so materialistic, you're not thinking about the consequences behind it. And again, like I said, these people that's in the industry, they grab these people as they young because they don't know the decisions that they're making. But what people don't understand is right now, there's a lot of enlightenment going on, right? There's a lot of things where karma is coming into play. You have a lot of things where people masses are coming off, and you know, justice is being served, balance or scales are being balanced, and the decisions that you made, you have to face them. You know what I'm saying? That you have to face them, because this is the time. That is something that you have no control over. You have no control over when justice comes. You have no control over when karma comes. You have no control over none of this shit. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of giving him facing reality, if I must say myself. And I don't think people realize, people not understanding that part. Like, motherfuckers have to kind of face reality. And people in the industry, they sign these contracts really not understanding what these contracts is. They're only hearing money, 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 money. And then when they get into the industry, right? When you get into the industry, you realize that the money that they was telling you you're going to get, it's really not your money. It really ain't yours. So they're putting all this shit in front of you on TV and thinking it's best to live that lifestyle when in all actuality that ain't even a real lifestyle. I'm just saying. I had to check something. My bad. But it's really not their lifestyle. All this shit is just made the fuck up, to be honest. It's made the fuck up. And, you know, people, they starting to realize that shit. It's a lot of shit that people realize. This shit be rigged like shit. With that being said, I watched 2 movies yesterday, right? And these movies, I'm gonna tell y'all, these movies are old as fuck. They old as shit. But I've never seen them, right? And yesterday I was doing some painting. And the first movie we watched was
Payroll takes too long. At least it used to. Now there's Roll by ADP, the app that makes payroll as easy as sending a text. You're a small business owner.
Is it the Truman Story with
Step 1,
Jim Carrey?
payroll. Respond to a couple questions and
Is that his name? The nigga that did the mask, the little white boy and shit. And
you have time for payroll. Get the steps. Download the app now and get 3 months free at GetRoll.com. That's GetRoll.com.
that movie kind of make you think about a lot, right? So you know when people say, like, when people was talking about him and they was saying like he was going crazy and shit like that, and you know he was telling everybody the truth, but people wasn't listening to him, and they was saying he was making shit up and things like that. Like, bro, when you really think about it, Jim Carrey, that nigga knew a lot. Why? Because he played those roles of the truth. He played the roles of the truth. He actually said the reason he retired was because he had a mental break where he was living a certain life. The actor that he was playing in a movie, he actually became that actor in real life. Like, in his mind, he was this person, but knowing that he's not that person. So he is like, bro, and it's true. These actors really be taking in their roles. When I say that, I say that what a lot of people don't understand is, yes, they actors, but in order to get into the role of the person that they're playing, they actually have to live that life outside of the TV show. So when we say like people who actually play like junkies, bro, do y'all not know that these people who actually play junkies and shit, they actually use the drug in real life to get that mind to be in their role. Oh shit, now they better stop cutting me the fuck off.
Between Baltimore National Pike, moving down to 29. Injured in an accident. Call attorney Big Al for a free consultation and get the compensation.
My ear started itching. But
Baltimore.com, attorney Big Al.
yeah, they really had to take drugs to actually, get into the mode of the actor. It's crazy that this is what the industry is about. So when I was watching that show, when I was watching the movie, Swan was trying to tell me about the movie, but I don't like for people to tell me about the movie. I would prefer to watch the movie and then to give my own intake. And basically, it was about Jim Carrey. He was being watched since he was born. He was being watched since he was born, and he didn't know that, right? I just feel like my face is just overly greasy, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. My face just feels so overly greasy. But yeah, so he was kind of being watched since he was born, and it was kind of like there was a show, a TV show of his entire life, from the time he was born until he found out what the real world was about, or what was going on. And it was like it was like watching the movie. I was like, damn, yo, that shit do kind of make you think, because this his entire life, from the time he was born all the way until he realized what was going on, he was living this life that everybody was watching, and his life was recorded for like everybody on the outside of the world, because this one city, this one place, they put a dome over them. And every time when he found out what was going on, or he started having an inkling of what was going on, he was trying to escape. He met this girl, and this girl was part of the show, but she actually fell in love with him. So what they did was they came and they took her away, and the father had told them like, we moving to Fiji or some shit. Now him, he's never traveled, so he's trying to figure out where the fuck Fiji at and all that. So he's saying like he's going to Fiji or whatever, and he's trying to get away. So he tried to catch the plane. The plane, they made it like it wasn't no flights. He like, okay. So then he gonna get on this bus. Then all of a sudden the bus break down, and then it was just like he started realizing like they trying to stop him. So he started realizing that everything around him, it was fake. So he jumps in a car and he started driving on the road. When he started driving on the road, there was a sign up stating that it was like a forest fire. And he started driving, and boom, out of nowhere, fire happened on the streets. He drove through the fire, and then he's driving, and then boom, there was a like a plant explosion or something, and that was something else to put in his way to block the truth. Child, that movie made you think of so much because one, in the movie, it was them inside of a moon. They was in the moon watching down on him. And again, I've said it multiple times where the moon is hollow. And there's been multiple movies out here that actually show you what's inside of the moon, right? So that's one. Then two, they'll tell you like you need to start thinking about if the earth is flat or if the earth is round, right? So I was like, damn, that's crazy because they actually put a dome over top of this city that he was in. Then the people that was, watching down on him, that was in the moon, Jim Curry ended up getting missed and nobody could find him, right? And the producer, director, whatever, he was like, we need more light. Now at this time it's dark outside, y'all. It's like literally dark as shit outside. So you got the entire city out there looking for Jim Curry. And you got the whole entire city looking for him, and nobody could find him. And the director was like, we need more light. And the people like, so what we gonna do? They like, we gonna have to wait until morning. And the man was like, no, we need more light now. Cue the sun. And they brought the fucking sun up. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean bring the sun up? So they brought the sun up. They found out that he was actually in the water, in the ocean. And he was like, where are you? He was asking like, where is you going? And then they was like, we need to cue the rain, like the storm, the weather system. And he was like, make it rain over him, right? And that's what they did. They cued the weather system. It started raining over him. But Jim Curry wouldn't budge. And they thinking if it rained and he on his boat, because again, they kept him scared of water his entire life. So Jim Curry would never get in water. He would never touch water. He would never touch water, right? So this specific time, he goes inside of the boat and he travels in this water, and they like cue the weather system, so it starts raining. They thinking that if it rained, Jim Curry will turn around. Why? Because they think he can't swim, or he afraid of water. So when it starts raining, he's still pushing forward. Then they said, kick up the wind. They turn the wind up, and it just get real bad out there, throwing them around and all this and all that. Now the thing was, the people that was working with the director, they was telling him like, bro, we cannot kill him on live television. And he was like, well, he was born on live television. And you could tell like it was just this ego, this pride thing that the director had, because his thing was putting every obstacle in Jim Curry's way in order for Jim Curry not to find out the truth of the world in general, or the truth about his life, or what was going on around him. So they cued the wind, and when they cued the wind on him, Jim Curry had still kept it going. He was still pressing forward. So they stopped the weather, and then he got to the boat ended up stopping and hit a wall. And Jim Curry like, what the fuck is this? Like, he get out the boat. Now the thing was, when he got out the boat, he was at the wall. Meaning, your foot was in the water. Like, the nigga was walking on water, my nigga. Like, huh? Like, what the fuck is going on here? So he run his hands against the wall, and then he walk along the wall, and he ends up getting to a pair of steps. When he got to the steps, he walks up the steps, and on the door, there was a door, and on the door it said exit. The Man in the Moon, which was the director, he actually started talking to Jim Carrey through the motherfucking sky. And he's like, you know, this is what's going on, and you ought to start a show, and you know, you don't belong outside of there, you belong here, right? And the outside world, mind y'all, past that fucking door, there was normal people like us. So, and they was watching this man on TV. And it was kind of weird because in my mind, I'm like, but bro, what if this shit is happening to us? What if somebody is watching us and we ought to start a show, or our life is being shown? You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, it should make you, movies like that should really, really make you think. Because, bitch, that shit made me think, like, bitch. Because I told y'all one day, me and Twan was talking about that shit. And when we went into Gematria, my main question, right? My main question was, who the fuck is pushing the buttons? You know what I'm saying? That was one of my main questions. Because Twan couldn't answer it. He couldn't answer it. And I told y'all, I think deep. So, I asked, who the fuck made Gematria? Who is the creator of Gematria? Number one. Number two, who created this site that has all this information on here of our life? It's not making sense. Who created it? Y'all follow me? Who created this site? For these things to be adding up, right? Now again, I watch somebody named Call Me Kinfolk on YouTube, who as well breaks down the numbers in Gematria. He'll let you know if this is natural causes. He'll let you know if somebody is manipulating it, right? Now in my mind, if you're manipulating this computer, who the fuck is manipulating it? That is the problem that I'm having. That is the rabbit hole that I like to go down, because you cannot tell me that the elites is manipulating this motherfucking computer or this site in order for celebrities and people and all these natural disasters and all these killings and all this shit that happened. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to stop for a second, because listen, bitch, I've been sitting in this car for a minute. This white car done pulled up back then, and this bitch is just sitting here. Everybody else done got out their car. Bitch, what is you waiting on? You fucking looking at me, bitch, because I see you. Now listen. In this movie, Jim Carrey was being watched on everything. I'm talking about he was being watched on the radio. Like, he had cameras in the car, camera on people's buttons, and I mean, everybody that he came across, there was a camera on them. You get what I'm saying? In the bathroom, there was cameras. It was so much going on in that movie, and I was just thinking, like, damn, yo, who the fuck is pressing these buttons? Why, who? I don't know why people don't think like me. Like, how in the fuck all this shit is sitting in this one computer? Who created it? Where did it come from? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? What is really going on? Because, like, you can't tell me somebody is manipulating this calculator But when I go in this calculator, all my information in there, all my mother information in there, all my father information in there, everybody fucking information in there. And they'll say, oh, well, it's all about, the letters and the numbers and the... Bitch, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Because, bitch, how is this shit equaling up to me? I'm talking about specific shit that went on in my life is sitting in this computer that got the same cipher as my name. And then it really mind boggled me when the fuck I seen my daughter, Twan, and my name all equal up together like it was meant to happen. So who's doing it? You know what I'm saying? Who put this information in there? You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody got no fucking answers for me. Bitch, I'm confused. Bitch, I'm lost. Bitch, I want the answer. I want the fucking answer. My boo knocked out. Like, bitch, I want the motherfucking answer. Where's the answer at to this question? You know? And watching that movie, it kind of give off like, damn, yo, like somebody could be watching us right now. Especially when they start talking about Q and the sun and then the weather system and all that. Bitch, no. I ain't going. And it's crazy because I've heard a lot of people talk about this show, but I don't think people really got the message behind the show. This movie. I don't think people really took that movie to heart. I don't think people really questioned that fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? Fuck me up. It was good though. It was a good show. It was a good movie. Made me think a little bit. Then I remember watching a YouTube video where this man had went crazy because he was talking about, what they call gang stalking. And gang stalking is when you start realizing certain things around you that ain't normal. So in that movie, it showed that as well, where it was kind of like he started realizing that things was happening consistently and timeless. So things would happen over and over and over again. So his wife that he was married to, he actually caught on to her bullshit, and it was weird, yo, because these people literally grew up with this man. And I was just like, but how, Sway? But then I realized, like, when I go into Gematria, and I go deep into it, it's kind of like, yes, these people can grow up with you. You can grow up with these people, but these people was put here for a reason. Like, when I went and looked up Freddie Gray, his name actually went with Death Faker or whatever, and I was just like, it's a little weird. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's a little weird, you know? And watching that movie, motherfucker, that shit ain't weird at all. Shit fucked me up a little bit, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. But that was a good movie. I ain't gonna hold you. It was good. It was a great movie, honestly. It made you think about a lot. Because I thought about a lot. I'm like, damn, this shit make me want to go deeper. Because I still ain't get my answer. but it do make you think about. It allows you to know like they all fucking with the weather. It allow you to know that you all being watched 24/7. It allow you to know that Earth is flat because it showed that as well. It allow you to know that there is a possibility that we do have a dome over top of us, right? Because think about it. When he tried to escape, when he got to the wall of the dome, there was a pair of steps that led him out that door to the real world. Now I need y'all to follow me. Number one, you have to have clearance to go to Antarctica. You're not able to fly there. You're not able to go there, but you have to have clearance to go out there. That's number one. Number two, they also says that there is a wall out there that blocks another side of the world. So it's kind of like once you get all this information, you got to interpret it and you got to think for yourself and let shit make sense. Honestly, you got to make the shit make sense. Especially when you out this bitch watching these movies that got some type of truth within them. And then you also have to look at the fact that Jim Carrey has been telling us this shit for a long motherfucking time, especially when he went on to like these TV shows and did the interviews and shit, and he mentioned about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Even with like certain celebrities will open their mouth and come out their own mouth and tell you they might kill me for saying this shit. Who the fuck is they? Who the fuck is they? I got questions. For example, when Akon came out his mouth and was saying, if every African American, which I don't know who the fuck he was talking about, because bitch, I ain't African American. But what he was saying was, before he said it, he made a statement of, I know they might try to kill me after I say this, but if every African American, meaning, the sports league and, the football player, basketball players, it's a lot of African Americans who have a lot of money. And a lot of these African Americans, if they, all of us go over there to Africa and build our own empire, United States wouldn't be shit. And he was saying it could be done where every basketball player or every football player go over there and create their own team, because it could be done, right? Now my thing is, I look at things from different ways. Like, I don't know who the fuck he was talking about, because again, I'm not African American. I don't have no African in me at all, brother. I don't know if I got African in me, but bitch, I know I was born here. Okay, which makes me a what? A fucking American. But
he's gonna do something worse, and it's just ridiculous. I think this video should be turned over to Child Protective Services.
Thank you.
Me, as a pediatric caregiver, I'm not for it.
92Q, what do you think about this?
I'm going to the school. I'm going to the camp, first of all.
That's me.
What? What is another laughing for?
I'm like,
what happened?
What's going on? Because I say about my kids, and I say about nobody else's kids either.
How do you talk to your kids about bullying?
Oh, we've had this conversation before. I remember the first time my youngest got bullied. I emailed the principal because I told my sister
Bullying. We ain't gonna talk about no bullying because we don't believe in bullying over here. You're not gonna bully my child. We're not gonna bully the child. Like, at first, Nene was getting bullied, but then I told Nene to take matters in her own hands. And fuck that shit. In order to beat the bully, you gonna have to knock the bully the fuck out. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
So don't know what's going on at his house, but we don't allow that. And just last week, one of my daughter's best friends got jumped at too.
These kids.
Mental health issues.
Yeah.
So it's serious. It's crazy. And the parents are not handling their child when their child is in the wrong.
What's the best way to handle this situation?
I know we have to get through. I have to send you a message in inbox.
Okay.
So it's not funny. I wouldn't laugh at my child. I would, if the article would read, turn you to the school and make it like this. Because I don't play about my child anymore.
At all. But do you think, I'm just being devil's advocate, by going to the school and calling a rah, 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 is that making the situation any better?
No.
You don't want my answer, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you what I would do, okay? I'm going up to that summer camp, and I'm getting down to the bottom of what's going on, okay? And I want to talk to whoever has been seeing this bullying happening. I mean, I don't necessarily have to go up there immediately, rah-rah, but just know that it can go there, okay? Because if you think you're going to bully my child, I'm going to show you.
You don't have none. Girl, bye. She ain't even got no damn kids. She ain't even got no damn kids. You ain't got no man. You ain't got no kids. You not married. You ain't got a boyfriend. Girl, if you don't sit the fuck down, this should have been a conversation where your mouth shouldn't even be in, to be honest. Like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. I'd have been like, you go get your mama, and me, you, and your mama, and my daughter, we gonna be out here in the middle of the fucking street, and we gonna scrap. May the best man win. That's how we gonna do this, okay? That's how we gonna do this. All right, y'all, let me get up off of here because I got to go in here and get some my waters and stuff, you know, and be real grateful. Anyway, y'all, please like, subscribe, and share to my video. Thank y'all for coming to, you know, chill with me, chop it up with me. Again, I don't really know what's going on with my channel where I can't see the videos. I mean, the comments, but what I'm going to start doing is going back on StreamYard because I really can't see y'all comments on here. But I do know if I do StreamYard, I'll be able to see it. So, anyway, I gave y'all some things to think about. Y'all, if you haven't seen The Truman Show, y'all go watch that movie with Jim Carrey, and y'all let me know what y'all think about the movie, okay? Because, bitch, that movie had me thinking. Y'all watch the movie and then think about the shit that I said and tell me we ain't on the same page. Let me know if y'all that movie ain't make you think about the world in general. Anyway, y'all know affirmation of this channel is what? Release the need to control things you cannot change. And we out.